Hello again. I hope you enjoyed our previous lesson related to commodities. Today we are going to talk about cryptos, world of big volatility in the finance universe. We will try to create our own page, make our own crypto market cap like dashboard. For that we will use API, we will work with the getting data processed and transforming data into data frame, and at last displaying it as a part of our global Streamlit application here. So let's start. We will start with imports, Streamlit, pandas, and requests. Requests is a library which is working with the APIs and helping to get the data. If all this is clear now, let's move forward and create our first function or method. We will divide our code into a few functions. Each of them will be a part of the whole process. Define fetch crypto data. This is our first method. It is intended to get the crypto data from the source. Source will be the URL from which we will try to get the information. We created a variable. API CoinGecko API version 3, I believe, and next goes coins and markets. So this is the URL which we will try to reach and get the data. We have the endpoint to reach, and now we need the parameters that we are going to provide when reaching the endpoint. For that, we are creating a dictionary of parameters. PS code currency. The currency against which we will check the price of the coin will be USD. Order of their appearance will be market, capacity, descending. We will try to find out the biggest coins, which means the more stable, more reliable, and more which are invested in. Next, we will provide how many of them we want to see per page. It will be 500. Forgot to come here. How many pages we want? One page is more than enough. 500 coins. We do not want the sparkline data, so that would be false. And price change percentage. This is the difference of price between certain periods of time. We are getting this data to calculate how the price is changing for the specific coin. So we want a daily one and a weekly one. 24 hours and 7 days. Sorry. Okay, our parameters dictionary is ready. Then let's prepare for the request. Response is requests. Get request will be URL from which the request will try to get data, and it will be params dictionary. Now request is sent and we are expecting a response. For that we are creating a data object which will be the JSON format of the response received. We want to transfer the data into the JSON to be easy to operate. And after all of this, we will return data. Again, we created a method which is intended to fetch cryptocurrency data from CoinGecko API. It will get data in USD, order of the list of received cryptocurrencies will be per market capitalization descending, 500 in page, 1 page, no sparkline, and price change for 1 day and 7 days. Okay, this one is ready, let's move forward. Next, we're going to process the data. So, prepare data. The input for it will be data, which we will receive from here. We need to initialize an empty list for cryptos because the data we received, it will be processed, and we want to have data in a format of list for each of cryptocurrency. And that's why we are creating the empty list for it. Now, the data is a set of data, and we want to work with each subset of it. For item data, get the symbol information, item, get symbol. If symbol exists, fine. If not, return the empty string. And when you get that, return it into upper case to have all of them by unified standard. Name, get the name, if it exists, if not, return NA. Current price, item, current price, if it exists, if not, return NA. We are trying to avoid having a totally empty thing. That's why we are preparing all of this to handle the cases if no data is available. Price, change, 24 hours. This will be our daily price differentiation. So we will try to get how the price is moving. Price, change, page, hour, currency. You remember we provided currency, so we want to check how the price is changed in a certain currency, and if this data exists, that's great. If not, we are returning NA. We want to go over the same for 1 week period. That would be item, get, percentage, 7 days. If not, again, return the NA. And what we want also to calculate the data. How big is the change for today compared with the previous day? So previous price will be current price divided 1 plus price change 24-hour and divided into 100. So we got the delta of the price today versus yesterday, and that helped us identify previous price. So this can happen if current price has the data. For that, we're providing an if statement. If current price doesn't equal to NA, else NA. So we're asking to provide calculate the price if current price is available, but if it's not available, we will just return NA. Now, all of this is ready and we are ready to append the data to our list. Cryptos, pen, and let's insert our dictionary. Symbol will be the symbol. Name will be name. Current USD will be current price. Previous day price will be previous price. $24-hour change will be price change 24 hours, and 7-day change will be appropriately price change 7 days. We got all the functions used, and we are ready to provide this data into the data frame. Now for this we want to return pandas data frame, and that data frame will be done transforming our cryptos list, which is appended with all the data that we just configured. It will be moved and prepared as pandas data frame later on to be displayed in our Streamlit application. And now let's go forward and create our Streamlit main application. Let's start with the page title. Streamlit crypto dashboard. Next, while the data is loading into Streamlit, we want to show something nice with st spinner chain. We want to run a spinner while the data is processed. Data is fetch crypto data. Df is prepare data. And as Python starts with the index 0, we want the list to be displayed nicely and start not with 0 but from 1. This being ready, now it's time to convert the data from data frame into the Streamlit. Streamlit data frame, And let's apply some nice style. Let's highlight the cryptos which price changed, let's say, for 25% increased during one day. For that, we will create a Lambda code. Let's write it down and I'll explain in a minute how it works. Background color. We want to introduce a color to highlight the cells that are matching to the parameter that we will provide. Let's say we want to have it green, and the code for it will be 90EE90. When this should happen, if p more or equal to 25, else empty for v in x. And subset, the data that we want this to be applied will be our 24-hour change. 24 hour. Forgot one important thing to add here. We have style apply. And correct the style and tabulation. So let's talk about Lambda for a minute. This line of code, what it does, it is a Lambda function, anonymous one-line function, that is applied to each value of specific column or subset that we will define. And here is it defined. So if a value in column is more than 25, which is the threshold that we defined, the price change, it will apply the CSS coloring for the set of data specific values which are matching to this option in this column for each value in the column sub of 24-hour change. So values in the column iterated one by one, checked against the option. If the option works, it is highlighted with this color, and we are defining that column to be 24-hour change. Hope everything is good here, and we are ready to execute our code. If name equals in typical Python code and app. Okay, we're ready, and let's try the code. Streamlit 1, pages and cryptos. Let's see how this works and if it works. Great, we can see that the dashboard is created, the tab is ready. We got the current price, previous price, and 24 our change. Let's see if any of those are matching to 25% threshold. No, they don't. Now let's change our threshold a little. Let's have it 10% to check if it really works. For that, we will stop this and we run the code. Scrolling down to find one, and here we go. We have cryptocurrency named AAVE, which is highlighted because the price is changed to more than our threshold of 10%. This is it for today, folks. Hope you liked it and you can experiment with it by your own. You can try different API, same CoinMarketCap. You can play around with the values to provide, and of course you are free to explore additional options. You can add multiple lines, like for example how the Excel does to have, like, if it is lower than minus 10%, you can add the red color to it, so it's time to sell probably. So yeah, we will integrate it and show the overall dashboard later on. The next one will be ETFs, and I hope to see you on the same place at our next lesson tomorrow. Thanks and bye.